But we are live this morning to do just a little bit of little movement snack this morning, get you up and away from your desk. All right. I've got a bit of an ask for some hamstring and hip stuff this morning. So we're just going to give you a little bit of one exercise that's going to help to actually activate your hip flexors. Okay, and I know that sounds a little bit counterintuitive in terms of actually activating and strengthening the muscle that you think feels needs a bit of a stretch. Okay, but there are anatomical reasons why we would want to strengthen strengthen a muscle group that might feel like it's a little bit tight. Okay, so when you're in your chair this morning, just take a seat in your office chair or at your desk. All right, and what we're going to do is I want you to put a hand on that knee and actually lift the foot off the floor, press your hand into your knee. So you're staying completely upright and you are pushing that knee up into your hand, and you're going to hold for 10 seconds, really pushing in hard and relax, and then work off the other side. Bring the foot off the floor. Okay, we want the knee a little bit higher than the hip, hand on, and then press the hand down into the knee and the knee up into the hand so you don't move. You don't want to collapse. Hold for 10 seconds. And release. You might find it a little bit difficult to breathe, okay? Same again, lift that knee off the floor so it's higher than the hip, and arm out and press the hand down and don't let the knee move, and you should feel that hip flexor having to work incredibly hard. You might get a ton of abdominal engagement as well. That's absolutely fine. Once you've held for 10, relax, switch over, press in and hold, making sure that I'm not dumping into my lower back, so I'm staying nice and tall. And then switch over, one more rep on each side, okay? So what happens when you're seated a lot is that hip flexors, so from driving and you commute into being desk bound, hip flexors can get adaptively shortened and they can get tight and they can get stiff and weak. And what happens when they're weak is that they will want to bind down and tighten up and to not allow your hip to open, okay? And what happens then is that tips your pelvis, and that creates excessive load and compression through your lower back. So by strengthening that muscle, it's actually going to allow your hip to want to extend more, and that will allow your pelvis to sit in a better position, which means you'll take that load off your back. All right. So actually, there's going to be times where stretching is not the thing that you want to do. Okay. And it's important that we actually continue to challenge and strengthen those muscles that can become inactive through long periods of sitting. Well, not inactive, that's not strictly true, but can become compromised. All right. So the other element that we're going to do today is we're going to get into a little bit of lengthening for the hamstring. Okay. And this is really useful for the guys also that have asked about the kind of lower back pain from increasing their cycling volume. So I want you to stand in a slight split position. Okay. So side on, take your right foot forward, put your toe level with your heel. And what I want you to do now is just create a bit of bend in both knees. Toes are facing completely forward, all right? Keeping a bend in both knees. I just want you to reach up forward, and you're going to get a stretch in that right hamstring. Reaching up forward and standing up. Okay? So you're reaching up to 12 o'clock, and you're going to do 5 to 10 repetitions of that, all right? Then what I want you to do is stay in exactly the same position. I want you to reach across to about 2 o'clock. Both hands. So from that front arm position, I reach around to about 2 o'clock. So you can see my drop of my shoulder. You can see how I'm going to load into that hip, and it's going to change how I stretch the hamstring a little tiny bit. Okay? Good. And then once you've done 5 to 10 repetitions there, keep in that same stance with my knees bent. Incredibly important to keep the knees bent. I'm now going to reach it over to about 10 o'clock. And again, now that changes where I feel that hamstring stretch. I'm getting a little bit more down through the middle of the hamstring, to the inside of the hamstring. Hamstrings are big and complex. You've got 3 hamstring muscles, and they don't run completely straight. Okay, they actually wrap around the back of the knee a little bit, so stretching in 3 dimensions, forwards and sideways, and a bit of rotation is incredibly important. All right, good. And then we do exactly the same thing, but we're going to switch our stance. So hip width apart, front heel level with the back toe, bend the knees, and we start by reaching to 12. Okay, and the more of a knee bend that you actually keep, you're going to feel a stretch much higher up into the top of the hamstring, and the majority of the muscle of the hamstrings actually sits quite high. There's a lot of tendon, very long tendons in the hamstrings, which make up the majority of the length of the hamstring. So you want to keep those knees bent. Okay, once you've done 5 to 10 reps to 12 o'clock, notice how my knees are bent, and then going to reach around to about 2 o'clock. So over into that space, and with that reach there with my hips going straight back and getting a bit more of a stretch through the inside of the hamstring. And then I'm going to reach around to 10 o'clock. And as I reach around here, I'm going to feel a stretch more on the outside hamstring, possibly even up into the hip. Okay? And that's really simple. Every hamstring stretch, guys, just make sure you're keeping a knee bend rather than locking and straightening those legs out. Okay? Good stuff. So it's really important to remember to actually strengthen a muscle sometimes that feels like it needs a bit of a stretch. Okay? Because sometimes that's what it needs to actually feel less tight, believe it or not. And then when we're stretching the hamstrings, and when we're stretching any muscle, it's important to remember that we really want to stretch it through 3 dimensions because muscle fibers don't always run completely longitudinally through the muscle. Okay, with that hamstring stretch, what you can also do as an option, along with driving your hands in those different positions, is I can actually change my foot position. Okay, I can do that with my toe turned in a little tiny bit, and I can do it with my toe turned out. So think about reaching to 12 o'clock and having your toes point to 12 o'clock, and then you've got reach into 2 and reach into 10, but I can also point my toe at 10 o'clock and reach at 10, 12 and 2, and I can turn my toe in and reach at 10, 12 and 2. So there's a load of different options there of how to create some length very dynamically into your hamstrings when you're just standing up at your desk. Alright, great stuff. That's it for this morning. We've targeted the hip flexors a little bit in terms of a strength exercise, an isometric, and a 3-dimensional stretch for the hamstrings. Guys, that's our Friday morning done. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it was useful. If you've got any questions about any of that, please just drop us a DM and we will see you later.